Well, hello there. Hi, my name is Kent Zeus. I'm the theater school director at Manitoba Theater for Young People. It's a great place to work. And one of my favorite things about working at Manitoba Theater for Young People is that I get to teach a class called Puppet Magic. You just met Rexy. Rexy is my idea of a T-Rex, and she's made from an old sock of mine. And my son says that we think of dinosaurs as lizards far too much. We should think of them more as birds. So I put some feathers on Rexy. She's got some teeth, which are sort of lizard-like, and she's got the long, thin arms of a T-Rex. We're going to make a friend to Rexy. So I'm going to show you some of the materials we're going to use. Of course, we're going to use a sock. There's several ways to make a sock puppet. They're all good. I'm going to show you my favorite way, which involves putting a cut into the sock and inserting a cardboard mouth to give you a structure so you can really fit it over your hand and move your mouth really well. It's my favorite way, but there are a few other ways you can do it. They're all good, like I say. All right, you're going to need a sock, and you're going to need some cardboard. You could use a folder or an index card or even an old birthday card and use the cardboard from that, or you could cut up a cardboard box. We're going to use a cracker box. All right, your favorite pair of scissors. I have my favorite pair of scissors here. I cut everything with it. I use it for string, for paper, cardboard, cloth. So far, it's great. So I'm going to use that for today. All right, a marker, just in case you want to draw the lines before you cut them. And I've got a little box of googly eyes right here. All right, you see that there? Okay, so you could use buttons, but we're going to use a pair of googly eyes. All right, there we go. Googly eyes are great. All right, so we'll use those. You're going to need a hot glue gun. You could use a cool melt glue gun or a low temp or a high temp. You know, I like to use a low temp, and I get kids to use these. They can learn to be careful. I show them point the glue towards the project, don't point it towards your hand, all right? And I have an old cutting board to protect the table. And we're also going to use a little bit of foam or felt for the inside of that mouth. And I've got some other colors of foam here as well, some green for the arms, some pink for the tongue. All right, and I have this little package of feathers just so we can make our puppet a little bit more bird-like. All right, our dinosaur is going to be a little bit bird-like. So here we go. I'm using the best book of dinosaurs here. This is Dinosaur Reference Book. Oh, there it is. All right, this is a great little book because the paintings are so beautiful. And let me show you a picture that inspired me. A fierce meat eater. Here we have Tyrannosaurus Rex. Look at those teeth. And he's got the meat hanging from his teeth. And he doesn't have any feathers in this picture, but he's a nice dark color and beautiful eyes. So I'm using that as inspiration. So it's a reference book. You don't need one. You could draw your own picture or just start making the puppet and see where it goes, see what it turns into. Okay, so the first step is going to be to make the cracker box shape. So I flattened out this box. You can see I already cut one section out of it. It's got a fold here. I'm going to draw the shape of my hand right here. So draw the outline around my hand. Good enough. Doesn't have to be exact, but there it is. You see that? All right. And then we'll take some felt. Actually, let's use foam this time. I'll lay it on a piece of foam. Trace the outline of the mouth on the foam. Okay, I'm going to cut that out. And we want to cut it a little bit smaller. Just cut it completely inside so that it's a little bit smaller than the mouth that we made. And we'll measure it. Just look at it. So, oh, that's pretty small. Okay, we'll cut it a little smaller. A little bit smaller. There we go. Okay, you see that? Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, now we'll cut the sock here, and we'll measure a piece. We'll just look at the length of the sock right there. There it is. It's that long. So we're going to cut it right to that point. Carefully right through to that spot right there. So here we have the inside of the mouth. Arrange it just like that. Excellent. So we're going to put the glue into the inside of the mouth here. It's going to be a little bit rough, and that's okay. So then we'll put the inside mouthpiece. We'll position that in there. Want to make sure it fits in nicely, so we're going to put some glue, just glue the inside part first. Well, let's see how it looks. Whoa, yeah. Look at that. Wow. Right, well, if your puppet looks like this, hey, you're ready for the fun part. You're almost done. It's time to put your puppet on and start to get to know your puppet. Your puppet has a personality, and it's just up to you to let that personality out. I smell something good. Hey. So now we're going to add some features to our puppet. From this point on, you could make your puppet into just about anything you like. It could be a unicorn, a dog, a cat, could even be a person. You can even add some stuffing into there and change the shape of its head. But for us, we're going to keep it nice and simple and turn it into a friend for Rexy, another T-Rex. So here's what we're going to do. First thing we're going to do is give Rexy some teeth. All right? It's one of the main features of a T-Rex. So here we go. Nice big teeth. In fact, we'll fold this in half and make the teeth match. There, we've got some nice big teeth for Rexy. I'm going to glue these teeth onto the front. Might have to let it dry for a little while. All right. And then we're going to work our way around the edge of the puppet. The other side as well. Wrap it around. Look at that. Okay. Now we're going to add a little bit of a lip, just because a lip might be interesting. Okay? So we're going to see how long a piece do we need for that lip. Probably the full width of that. So here we go. Okay. So here we have a lip. We're going to fold that lip in half, give it a little bit of shape. Come down this front, shape it a little bit. So it's kind of even, and then at the ends we'll let it come to a kind of a point, a little bit of a point. So we'll put a little piece of glue on the front here. What it's going to do is it's going to hide this edge and just make it look a little bit more lip-like. All right, and then we're going to let it, we're going to just let it do its thing. It's going to look kind of lippy. It's going to be very nice. Stretch that over there. Go to the other side. Each step I like to just check it out. Whoa, that is ferocious. Rawr, rawr. And we're going to add a couple of triangles to the bottom, just to make the mouth look a little bit more full. So we'll do a triangle there, a triangle there. Just add triangles to the inside. And here's the other one. Okay, so here we have this piece. We're going to cut that into a bit of a snake tongue. And there we have the mouth, which I love. Now we're going to throw these googly eyes on right away, and we'll have our puppet coming to life pretty quick. Now the other one I put the eyes on the sides, but I do like the eyes sort of in the front for a puppet. Although for a dinosaur, for Rexy, I thought eyes on the side, like a real T-Rex would be good. But let's just see how Rexy's friend turns out with the googly eyes in the front. Now, most of the personality of this puppet is here already. Whoa, yeah. See, it's got lots of personality. Ah, we're going to add some feathers and some of those little arms. All right, here we go. We'll take the marker. We'll draw a little arm, which is going to be like pointy toes, the forearm, and then the big shoulder, and the little T-Rex hand sticking forward. Now, I like to fold that in half so that I get both arms of equal dimensions. Doesn't really matter if a bit of black shows, but I drew it large enough, I think, that I could cut inside the black line, and the black won't be very visible. Try to keep them together. You could do them separately, then you end up with different shaped arms, and that's fine too. Now, if you were making, let's say, a unicorn, you wouldn't do these arms, but you might add hoofs to it, or you might just let the puppet be just the neck and head, which is fine too, but you might think about other things you'd add. Maybe you want to add wings if it's a winged unicorn, or think of a way to make a horn, or think of a way to make ears that are like horse ears. You might make those out of foam or felt. Right? In this case, we're going to position these. We'll try it on. Everybody's hand is a different shape and a different size, so you might want to use your own hand to decide where these are going to fit. I like to put them at the base of my wrist, right by that wrist bone, so that they kind of stay still. All right? Now, I don't want to put it on while I'm wearing it, because I don't want to burn myself, so it's tricky. Okay, so it keeps popping out of place. So I'm trying to remember where that spot is, and I'll lay the puppet sideways, and I'll glue it on there to that very spot. And I'll try to line up the puppet so that it's perfectly in half, so that I can make the other side match. All right, now I'll try it on again. Oh yeah. All that's left to do is add a few feathers. So we'll take it off and we'll give this T-Rex a few feathers, and then let him and Rexy go have an adventure. I think we're going to name this puppet Albert, because the Albertosaurus is a dinosaur that looks a lot like a T-Rex. So if we have Rexy over there, let's name this one Albert for Albertosaurus, and then we're good. Oh my goodness, a pipe cleaner. I didn't realize I had this. Now you could use a pipe cleaner for the arms. That would be a really cool thing to do. Or in this case, since I found it here, what can I use this for on the puppet? Maybe he's got a bit of a horn, like a nose horn. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wrap this around my finger here and make a little bit of a swivel horn. All right, and then I'll roll it a little more. If I had a pencil, that would work perfectly. Give this dinosaur a little bit of a swivel nose horn. Okay, there we go. Give him a little horn on the nose. Oh, maybe right between the eyes. Right there, like a unicorn horn. Why not? There we go. And we're going to add some feathers as well. So we'll put some feathers maybe by the ears, where the ears would be. Put a purple one there. And I've got a bit of a brown one over here. A little more brown. Maybe a little bit of red right here. And a little bit of red on this side. Just a little bit of fuzz here. Put that into there. And then maybe on the shoulders, just like I did on Rexy. A little bit of feather fur over the shoulder. There we go. And what else could we do? Let's just add a little bit of pink and blue and purple right under the chin here. Let's just do that. And there we have it. Oh, now that you have your character, maybe it's time to think about what your character's like. Let the personality of your puppet come out. Try different voices. Try a low voice. Try a high voice. If it's a lizard, maybe it goes like this. But if it's more of a bird, maybe it sounds like this. You decide. Bye!
Hey, Albert. Hey, Rexy. Hey, Albert, I was thinking, let's go raid the fridge.
Oh, what a great idea. I'm starved.
Yeah, I saw some meatballs in there.
Okay, let's go.